Greg said he wanted the ball in your hands. What did you see? The last play, whatever.
We knew from film study in critical situations, 2-minute situations, that they were going to blitz us, and that's what they do. That's their MO. We just got to be able to get the ball out, get it in somebody's hands, and make a play, because that's, they're given one-on-one matchups all across the board. Comes down to executing, and then the one that I'm going to replay in my head for a long time is that out route to Jarvis left inside. That one hurts, because that would have put us into very comfortably in field goal range.
Baker, can you size up how valuable you think this was? Number one defense, true playoff atmosphere on the road. What can this do for you?
Obviously, we would like to win. We'd like to have won the game. There's no question about that. But it's about finding the positives. Seeing, like you said, positive, playoff atmosphere. Learning from that and how to handle it, take care of the ball early on, not let them jump out in front. You just got to put yourself in a position late in the game like that to
Can you talk about the way that you guys came from behind, fought back in the second half against the number one defense, and had a chance right there at the end?
Yeah, no, obviously the resiliency of our team, great. Obviously things in the first half weren't going very well. For us to fight back and make it a ball game, it shows a lot about who we are. Obviously very disappointing for us to not come out with a win, but it's a great team. It's a playoff team, and we want to be in their spot this time next year. We want to be in the playoffs, and so it's going to be a tough loss. It's going to be one that hurts, especially knowing that that was a game that got them in the playoffs.
Baker, you set the NFL rookie record for touchdown passes. You did it in 13 starts. What does that mean to you?
It's pretty special, considering the rookies that have come in and played. Got a lot of guys around me that help me do it, though. So that's one of those things that you get recognized individually, but there's so much more to that. And how our guys stuck together throughout the season, didn't let it tear us apart, and the changes were made, and, stuff hit the fan, and just for us to come together and be able to have success shows a lot about the guys in that locker room and how they believe in each other.
Do you feel like you're going to be battling Lamar Jackson maybe, over the year?
For a long time, yeah. Obviously, great player. He showed that tonight. Made a lot of plays. They're doing some really good things, scheming up. The run game. They run the ball really well, and then when he's throwing it, he's making plays. Even when he's getting flushed and hitting the second, third reads, that he's making a lot of plays right now. And that's a good team that we just lost to. So, yeah, I expect Lamar to be there for a long time.
Baker, how long were you sitting on that fake touchdown pass? Did you know when you brought the ball back in that you had it? To start the second half.
Yeah, I knew pretty much right away.
Baker, business now is to find a coach. Do you have any concerns, interest, and obviously interest, but you've pretended not to have any interest in stuff like that. But now that we're at that point, what are your thoughts?
The changes that were made, management-wise, and everything that they've done, I think speaks for itself. I trust Dorsey and his group to make that right decision. They know me well enough. They know, how I feel about, putting myself in the best position to win. More importantly, putting our team in the best position to win. And so they're going to make the right call. It's not my decision to make, and that's why I'm not going to get involved. They know how I feel offensively, how we played the second half of the season. I love those guys in that room, and that's why we've had success.
Do you lament the fact that the Peppers fumble recovery for a touchdown wasn't allowed to happen?
Obviously, that's an easy way to blame the game. Saying that if we would have scored on defense, that we would have won the game. But there's so many things within the ball game that if we take care of business, we would have been in position to win. So, yeah, it's an easy one to point fingers at, but we got the ball right after that, and defense did a good job of getting us the ball. So we need to take advantage of it.
What does today's game and the way you guys finished in the second half say about 2019?
We've got a good group, special group that believe in it. Guys making clutch plays down the stretch. That catch by Brashad on the sideline, that catch by Jarvis. Just some unbelievable things that you don't see very often. And for people that, on the outside looking in said we didn't have a good group of receivers, they had a lot to prove. And so they're going to carry that on their shoulders. 2019 with great momentum and a lot of confidence and trust.
Baker, first, congratulations on a tremendous season. You and Lamar play so differently. Clearly, there's room for both styles, yet there's still some people, I was just talking to Lamar, people telling him you should play defensive back or wide receiver. You know, and even the guy you mentioned at Oklahoma, people now all of a sudden in on him, start thinking about another position. Is that stuff dead? I mean, you know, are you stunned that people are still having those kind of debates and conversations?
No, I'm not shocked by it. Everybody sees it a different way, but I think people that know the game of football know that winning is the most important thing. And whoever gives you the best opportunity to win, that comes in all shapes and sizes. It comes from all different types of leadership. It comes from guys that love the game and know how to get the best out of their players. So, yeah, I don't believe in that. I know Lamar's a winner, and I also know Kyler's a winner too.
When you said what you guys have done speaks for itself, that sounds like you're saying they should keep things in place as is. Is that what you're saying?
No, stop trying to get me to say something, Tony.
No, I'm
Just
clarifying.
on offense, we had, within our room for us to stick together when things, obviously are separated, and you can easily blame people and point fingers and let it tear up the room. I'm proud of the way our group stuck together. There's character in that room. There's guys that showed what a grown man is, coming to work every day with, they had every excuse not to throw in the towel and not believe in it, to just give up on the season, but they believed in each other. So that's why I say it speaks for itself. The guys in that room, the way they handled it, offensive line coming together, running backs making plays, receivers making plays, tight ends as well, that just shows them the trust and the love they have for each other.
Do you feel good about your rookie season and the case you made for Rookie of the Year?
I'm not worried about that. There's a lot of room for improvement, and that's the thing going forward. It is, for me, there's a lot of room for improvement, and that's promising for our team going forward. If we were satisfied, if we thought we had it figured out, we'd be sadly mistaken. So, yeah, a lot of room for improvement, but we had a decent year. It's nothing to be completely disappointed about, but it's something to use as motivation.
You wanted to come in here and prove who you guys are. So what do you think you did prove today?
Second half, how resilient we were. Fighting back. Obviously, this game, the only thing it meant for us is trying to have a winning record. But for our guys to continue to fight for each other, continue to try and win, it just shows what the mentality is like, where the culture's at right now. Just to put it all there on the line and go for it.
Pretty good.